Okay, we know that the discs that will make the lamp need to be 8 inches in diameter. So 8 inches in diameter. And then we also want slats to be around the circumference all the way around. So the circumference of the 8-inch circle is pi times 8, which is about 25 inches or so. And then if I have 1-inch slats with a 1/4 inch gap, so 1-inch slats with a 1/4 inch gap, that's 1.25 inches. So 25 divided by 1.25 inches is about 20. 6 each, not each. So yeah, 20 pieces. Watch me spell that wrong. Okay, great. So the 2 discs made out of wood, and then one of the slats will be much longer than the rest, and this slat will be random length, and this slat will be short, and this slat will be longer, and then another one at the corner of the circle will be wider. So here and here and here I'll have wider legs, and then the rest of them will be skinnier around random lengths, so the light will have some kind of shape like this. So that's the plan. I found this nice scrap of 1x12 pine. I'm going to use that as the base for the lamp, or this scrap of plywood that I also have. And I was looking for the compass or the protractor. What's the one that makes the circle? I think it's a compass. Anyway, you can do a circle like this, 8 inches. I couldn't find it. It's in the shop somewhere. So I found this lid. This lid is 8 inches, almost exactly. So then I'm going to use this lid to make my circle, and then I'll be able to cut out the circle to make the lamp. So this is easy. And now I have the circle that makes the base of the lamp, and then the bottom or the top, I haven't decided which would be this piece of wood here. I think this is big enough. Let's check. Oh yeah, look at that. Plywood for the bottom and solid pine for the top. Okay, now the idea here, I'm going to attach this fixture box to this bottom disc. So I've got some screws. It's always a challenge. Okay, next step. I'm going to fish the wires for the lamp cord up through the hole in the middle. I can get both of them to fit. Look at that, it fits and ships. Then I'm gonna make a knot here so the cord can't come back through the hole and pull on the connection. Just kind of weave this in there. And then pull the cord back so the knot tightens up. Then I'm going to hook the lamp fixture back to the cords. This will be a little tedious, so I'll try to go fast. For the vertical pieces of wood that wrap around the lamp, I have the scrap of wood. It might be pecan, or I'm not real sure. Some kind of wood. It's got a nice edge to it. And I'm gonna cut this into 1-inch strips. It's pretty gnarly otherwise. And then I have a couple of nicer, straighter pieces that I use for the legs, the ones that are longer, to make it a triangle shaped table thing. So I haven't decided which of these pieces to use, but I can get 3 pieces from these items, and I think I can get 20 pieces from here. Otherwise, we'll dig through the scrap pile again. We've got our vertical pieces laid out, and I've got 3 of them set up as the tall ones for the legs and some random length ones for the other pieces for the side. Let's measure our total length, or area, circumference, I guess is the actual measurement here. We're just under 20, and so I have about 5 inches to consume inside of 20 pieces, or 20 inches, and so that's about a 1/4 inch gap between each piece all the way around. And that's what I was going for. So maintaining that gap, I'll use a 1/4 inch thick shim between each piece of vertical wood here. You'll see how this comes together. I hope you like it. This is the part of the project where it might get a little tedious. I'm going to use, like always, there's some kind of good fastener. I'm going to use these Torx head Deck Plus stainless steel lifetime screws. These are kind of specific to this job because it has a smaller head, a Torx drive, a fluted tip, so it can actually start drilling the wood without splitting it. I'm going to use these to attach these 2 discs to each individual pieces. I'm going to try to use a square, and this is the idea. The first one is the short one. I'm going to attach this disc to this piece of vertical wood. And then I'm going to attach this disc here, like so. And then I'm going to sort of roll it around and attach all of the vertical pieces with a 1/4 inch gap between each vertical piece. And so I've cut a shim, 1/4 inch thick. It's actually slightly thicker than a 1/4 inch. And I'll use that between the pieces. And hopefully at the end I don't have too much of an odd gap between the first one and the last one. If I do, that'll be the back of the lamp. So, time lapse. Okay, the finished result. I think it does need a different bulb. This bulb is a little bit too white and bright, and it's not spread out enough. So, off to Home Center to get a bulb that matches this style of light. I don't know if this is the end location. So, here it is.